Good afternoon. Welcome back, YouTube. 2 weeks out, road to Milan, Germany, and potentially France. Prep is prepping. We are getting closer and closer day by day. One thing I have been trying to be mindful of this prep is trying to slow down the time. And it's definitely not working because the more present I am, the more I try and focus on the moment, the quicker the days actually go. But I genuinely feel like when this happens, when you enjoy the process, it's very hard to actually slow down the time. So I literally feel like this prep has gone like this. And it has been a 24-week prep, so 22 weeks in already. And I'll be honest, it's probably been the best prep I have ever had. With the decision making, my ability to uphold my training, making the right calls at the right time, pushing when the push needs to happen, and backing off when it needs to happen as well. So I am very confident in bringing a substantially better package to the stage, which is all I care about, right? I know this year I am still not going to be at a level where I am going to be winning or coming close to that. But that is not what the goal is this year. The goal is presenting a pro-service package to the stage, bringing a substantial improvement, and I can hand on heart say, this year, the package and the physique that I will be presenting will be dramatically different and dramatically improved in comparison to last year. And for me, that means more than anything else because I am very process driven and I am more so driven by the progress. That is what makes me happy. That is what keeps me motivated. And that is what I love about the journey. So today we'll have pull day. I do have my pre-workout meal, which I'm going to show you. 110 grams of cream of rice, 20 grams of raisins, 50 grams of pineapple, and we do have some leftover blueberries from meal one. As you have seen, consistency is the key. We have got 50 grams of Train by JP white chocolate coconut cream of rice here, 40 grams of caramel ISO Pro, and we have 60 grams of rice mixed in. And then I actually put it in my air fryer once I have cooked it. So I'm just letting it cool off now because the spoon is actually very warm. The reason why I've air fried it is because it gives it a nice little topping. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to use a different spoon because this one's extremely warm. So I'm going to have to hold it like this. But consistency, guys, is the key. I am extremely consistent with my nutrition, my steps, my management of day to day. When you have consistency and control over these small little variables, it's much easier to stay accurate and it's much easier to actually see progression because you are in control. There's nothing that's done random. Your meal time is the same. Your day-to-day is the same, so there's no discrepancy in random body weight fluctuations as such. So everything is somewhat predictable, and that's something I often notice with a lot of clients who I bring up to that level where they are ticking the boxes the way they should be on a daily basis. The progress is always much easier to come. So I'm going to show you the meal, then I will eat my pre-workout meal. We will speak to you in the car on the way to the gym. I will break down the session for you, give you a little bit more info on where we're at. But for now, I need to eat this because I am on time. So we've got to make sure we stick to our meal timing and training timing. As right now, I am in such a great groove. I honestly, guys, feel amazing. So super pleased, and hopefully you can take something away from these videos, guys. Consistency, discipline, and day-to-day grind and focusing on the process is the key. That is what will allow you to make progress that you need both in and outside of the gym. And that is the pre-workout meal. Look at this, guys, right? Look at the consistency on this. And that is exactly why I air fry it. So we get like this little bit of a texture on top. So it's almost like cooked on top. Let's see a taste test. That's tremendous. Really is. I might just show you what my pre-bed meal looks like at the moment as well, which is epic, and I highly recommend you try it. But anyway, I'm gonna eat this, guys, and then watch some YouTube. So my last meal recently has been a little bit different. It is actually a great concoction. We've got sweet potato, 1 egg white. Yes, I am using fresh egg whites. We've got a tiny bit of apple from my allocated fruit amount before bed. We've got 60 grams of cream of rice, 25 grams of whey isolate. We've got vanilla cream of rice. Actually, we've got banoffee cream of rice here, caramel iso pro. And now I'm going to blend this, pour it back in my cream of rice bowl that I've just eaten out of. And then I will cook it up and I will show you the end product. It's not only to give me a little bit of different consistency before bed, but I have been using less and less cream of rice recently anyway. And before bed as well, I do believe it's something that allows you to have just better digestion and better, slower digestion. As unfortunately, I cannot use oats because I have had my blood work reviewed with a special doctor. And some of blood work actually showed signs of gluten intolerance. So no gluten for me. And some of you may say, yeah, but you can get gluten-free oats. No, you can't. Gluten will be present in oats no matter what. It's called avenin. So all oats do have gluten, even the gluten-free ones. So if you do have a gluten intolerance, do not use oats. Use buckwheat, or you can use cream of rice, or you can use concoctions like this, which will be epic, especially for last meal. Now, a lot of people don't consume carbohydrates before bed. I do. I always have done, and I do with the majority of my clients. And guess what? Improved sleep, improved recovery. And that means better training and better muscle retention, especially in prep. Food for thought, guys. Right, I'll blend this up, then I'll show you how it looks when it's done. Right, that is it, blended up. I think it's definitely risen a little bit higher than normal. So I'm going to have to be careful here offloading it. This is definitely frothed up a little bit more than the usual. But anyway, that's the consistency. And then once this is done, I will pop it straight in the microwave. Cook it now before gym, let it cool off. And then what I actually do, this little dish fits in my air fryer. So I will do the same thing what I've done with cream of rice, and I will bang it straight in the air fryer before bed to crisp it up even more. So I might actually show you that tonight and show you how that is looking. Now, I've got my pumpage with 10 grams of creatine and 2 magnesium. That is the staple for glorious pumps. I actually take in my caffeine. It's another fun fact for you. If you haven't watched my caffeine video, please give it a watch. It's on the channel already. Coffee and caffeine in general as stimulants are vasoconstrictors, which means if you're looking to get a great pump before stage or before training, if you consume your caffeine quite close to either training or getting on stage, guess what? Your pumps are not going to be the best. So my advice is consuming your caffeine intake, consuming your caffeine intake further away from stage or training. So generally, I have my caffeine 90 minutes before I train. To be honest, I feel like my energy levels are better having it further away, but the pumps and sustained energy is also so much better. So food for thought, guys. And I do have, from Amino Kings, shout out Riz, I do have his pre-workout formula as well, around 60 minutes before training, which has L-carnitine and ATP in it. So if you haven't tried it, give it a go. Let me know how it goes. And as always, guys, essential 23 grams of pumpage, 10 grams of creatine for the pumps, for the energy and cognitive health and training performance. Code KUBA10 for all your Trained by JP subs and KUBA for hard body. You know the drill. Right, that's cooking up. I'll show you how it looks when it's cooked, and then we'll get in the car and get stuck in for pull. Game time. Well, that was a very risky business. This almost just spilled over And guess what? I would not have been happy because this meal actually takes some preparation. You have to first peel the potatoes, you've got to boil them, you've got to get your egg cracked. I mean, listen, it's a lot of effort at this point in prep. So this almost nearly spilled over, but consistency-wise, it's definitely not cooked just yet. So it's going to go back in the microwave. But first, I am going to have to give it a bit of a stir. So I'll get my my Kubus cream of rice spoon that I have just used, and then give it a good mixing. I mean, the consistency at the moment is like a sponge, but it does get thickened up as it cooks. And then it gets even better once we do put it in the air fryer. So end product is actually tremendous. That is almost a finished product. It's extremely soft. As it cools off now, it will actually get much softer. And then all I will do in the evening is put it inside the air fryer. I'm actually going to put it in there now, just so no flies actually sit on it. And then air fry it for 5 minutes, crisp it up top. And I'll show you how it looks at the end with my fruit and whey paste on top. I sometimes have a creamy, but to be honest, I've been trying to keep the food volume nice and low, so creamies may be out, but we'll see if the wife fancies a creamy tonight, as I have prepared me and the loved one a creamy each. So we'll see. But this is banging. And this is Meg's meal number 2. Meg is basically a loaf of bread. Oh yeah. L bread. Wild salmon, sourdough, fruit, veg. As always, well-balanced meals for every single meal for me, Smeg, and all of our clients. Okay, gym time, guys and girls. I nearly actually went to the wrong gym today. I actually forgot today is our North Leeds pull day. At the minute, I train at North Leeds 2 times per week-ish, and then other 4 sessions are in Rotherham. So we've got today's pull day, which is at North Leeds, and then tomorrow's push day at North Leeds, and then the rest of the sessions are at Rotherham, which pretty much ties us up to have the final few sessions at this gym before we wrap up training on home soil. There's actually not that many training sessions left before show, and I'm not going to lie, time has definitely flown. It's been a weird one because I have never experienced a prep where time has gone as quick. And thinking about it, it's, when you enjoy the process, when you're locked in, I think time flies, and I think that's something Meg actually experienced in an Olympia prep. It seemed like it definitely didn't drag for you, did it? It went like, yeah. I mean, time always flies when you do have a good time. That's what I think. Yeah. Well, when you go on holiday and stuff, I think whenever you do have a good time, time always goes quicker. And I feel like a lot of people that are not really focusing on the process and almost, wishing the time away, it almost slows down for them a little bit, doesn't it? Especially the people that are moaning about prep, how hard it is and what have you. Just do it. Yeah, if you're going to moan about prep, if you are going to have a negative mindset towards it, don't do it. You don't have to do it. Nobody's forcing you to prep. If you don't enjoy it, if you don't enjoy something, I very much believe you should not do it. I love every part of the process, and that is why we do it, right? If we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't do it. It's like, if Meg didn't enjoy living the life, she wouldn't do it. She'd do something else. But it's very much a lifestyle. Today's session, 2 working sets of frontal lat pull down, frontal plane lat pull down. It's a hard variation of a pull down, but a variation I very much need, and I definitely have found a lot of value from. 3 working sets, single arm DY row. 3 working sets on a single arm pull down from prime. Again, working different plane of motion. This will be more so a sagittal plane of motion. So basically this plane of motion, the frontal plane is this plane of motion. And then we will finish on a chest supported T-bar with 2 working sets and 1 set of Kelso shrug. Then we will move on to 3 sets of bicep work and 1 set of rear delt. And we will finish on some posing. And I can say we because Meg is actually coming to train me, as she actually trained legs yesterday to line up her training days for the week with her client shows, as she is making a conscious effort to attend a lot of her client shows this year because she has built up a fantastic roster of clients. She is having girls compete at the Olympia this year, pro wins, pro card wins, and hopefully more pro card wins this year with the caliber of athletes that she actually has. So I'm very proud and looking forward to this year and the results that we'll get collectively as a team. I mean, we've already had, a lot of people count the wins in the teams, but we've already had countless of wins and top 3s across multiple shows. So if we was to count them up, probably have had like 30, 40 wins already, and it's what? Yeah, we'll add it in his bio. 150 wins. But anyway, I think it's a bit cringy. Yeah, I think a lot of people inflate those numbers as well, especially when we've got clients competing in multiple classes at like really poor quality standard shows. Pro card wins, but it's like Mickey Mouse pro cards. It's like, that doesn't count, trust me. Anyway, energy's good. I am feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I cannot wait to get stuck into the session. My energy levels are actually pretty good until around 4:30, 5 p.m. And 4:30, 5 p.m, I literally turn into a cabbage. So that is the reason why most of the vlogs, you don't see me have much dialogue after 4 p.m. So I will show you highlight of the sessions. I will show you top working sets. And then I will give you an insight on how we're feeling after the session. And I might actually show you a little bit of posing post-workout, as we will likely do a couple of rounds of posing post-workout as we always do. At the moment, I am doing 4 rounds of posing first thing in the morning. I'm actually checking in daily now, taking pictures daily. So Meg is not a happy bunny at the moment because she does. I know, it just takes you out of your workflow a little bit. I know, you don't complain, but it's a bit annoying. I know it is. Anyway, I normally do a round of posing first. Then I will do a round of posing that I film. And then Meg takes me 2 rounds of pictures as well. I am continuously working on the posing thing. All of my shots now, I feel like are pretty much mastered. The only shots I'm still trying to tweak a little bit better is just my back double bicep and back lat spread. But I think they are coming on together pretty well. The lineup actually got released today for the show. And yeah, it's a good job that I am focused on the process and progression, because the lineup is going to be extremely hard for me to climb up there. But look, we'll do his best. The only thing I can control is what I bring, right? And that's what we'll have to focus on. To me, competing in bodybuilding is about self-progression, self-development. This year, it's going to be a good stepping stone, give me a good gauge of what I need to keep stepping up. I know I'm going to be substantially better this year, and that's the only thing that matters. Anyway, see you at the gym. See you on exercise and set number 1. And by the way, this rubbish stinks. Jesus Christ. It's a good job we're going to the tip to put that in the skip, because she's loaded the car full of rubbish and it's not the most pleasant, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty flat today. I feel like I'm on prep. But you know, when I get in the sets, I feel fucking great. Like when I'm in the sets, do you know what I mean? Like connection's on. I feel like I can work. Pardon? I'm match reps. I'm 3 pounds down from last session. Match reps, but I feel like I've got a little bit more range of motion as well. So every time I do this movement now, I feel like I'm able to get more and more range. But every time I do get more range, almost feels like my lat blows up from it even more. I'm not used to working this plane of motion, so I feel like it's like not just novelty, but it feels like it opens me up a lot. I really like it, and I think this will then give me the ability to actually do bilateral in that plane of motion. So I think that'll be great. Right then, guys. Now it's actually great having Meg here because I get a lot of moments when I'm training my own. I can't really vocalise this, right? If she's here, I can at least speak to her. She understands it. Mark would understand it, but a lot of other people wouldn't. So I don't think apart from Mark and Meg, I don't think I'll be able to train with anyone else really, because I've spent so many years like teaching you both. It's true though, because I've spent so many years teaching you both, like how to train, but also how to train the way I train with me. So I just don't think it'd work with anyone else. I think I'd just get too frustrated. It's great when I have clients come over and I teach clients, but that's more like a coaching session. But I can only do that not very often because it takes a lot of energy out of me. Right, exercise number 2, guys. Single arm DY row. This place is special because all this equipment in this temple corner, is actually original equipment from Dorian Yates' temple gym. So I will be using the same machine Dorian Yates used, which is just incredible. So let's get in, guys. I'm not gonna do any warm-up sets now. I don't need to, I feel great. Meg's here to help me. So game time, let's get it. Yeah, baba. Yeah, baba. was a great session. Numbers held, training performance was good, energy was good. I am flat, especially my legs, and a little bit watery, but that's completely fine. That is nothing that we cannot fix, and that's exactly where I need to be. Now, on topic of pre and intra-workout and post-workout nutrition. Pre-workout you did get to see in detail. Intra-workout was 30 grams of performance fuel, 10 grams of creatine, 5 grams of glutamine. And then post-workout, 20 grams of MPS max with 3 caps of magnesium. I do also have 2 caps of magnesium in my performance fuel. And pre-workout, which you already saw, was the pumpage, 23 grams with 10 grams of creatine and 2 magnesium as well. Magnesium, I am up to 2,500 elemental magnesium, which is a decent chunk, but it has definitely made a big difference in my energy levels and my sleep. So now, time for post-workout meal. We've got 250 grams of cod, made by yours truly, Smeg. We've got 5 grams of sweet pappy sauce, which I actually dilute with a little bit of water because it's quite thick, and I do like it a little bit thinner. So it's probably like 2 calories, tops. And then I've got 110 grams of cream of rice, which is actually a mixture of rice and peanut butter cream of rice from Training by JP, with my blueberries on top and some cinnamon, of course. So I shall eat this, head home, and give you a lowdown of where we are on the way back, and then of course I will show you the end product of the final meal before we wrap up the video, probably in the morning. I like to wrap up in the morning for you all, so stay tuned, guys and girls. Meg did some posing after as well. She still looks epic. She hasn't trained her upper body since January, and her upper body still looks pretty insane. But her lower body is just another level now, because the training has definitely been structured more to suit her needs now, which is predominantly just lower body, and her glutes are looking very good, and so is her lower body overall. So we're making a lot of progress. I've just gone through her programming yesterday, made some slight adjustments, which I do think she will enjoy. And it's actually great having her on leg day with me, training legs with me, and then she actually trains lower like 2 days after. So at the moment, it's basically 3-4 training days for Meg, and it's predominantly just lower body work with a little bit of delt work on some days. Anyway, food time.
Is that in different places, or is it just like, are we going to see the same urs but just a larger version?
No, I definitely improved my weak points, because the funny thing about making weight, it always flies away from your weak parts. So my arms and my back,